Hi and welcome to Spice and Pans. Today we'll be cooking tomato egg tofu with enoki mushrooms. So let's start cooking. Now we'll peel our tomatoes first. I have with me over here 2 pieces of tomatoes. Just make a cross like this and we'll just need to pour hot water over it and it'll be very easy to peel in a while. We'll just let them sit in the hot water for a minute or so, after which we'll peel the tomatoes. It should be fairly easy to peel. I'll show you how I do it in a while. It has been 1 minute already and we will proceed to peel the tomatoes. It should be fairly easy to peel since we have already submerged this in hot water. After this is done, we'll dice this into smaller pieces so that we can actually easily fry this. We are now going to pan fry our egg tofu. Heat up a pan, add in a suitable amount of oil. The reason why we are pan frying the tofu first is because it will not break that easily when we fry it later and it can absorb the taste of the sauce. Swirl the oil around a little bit. I'm using medium heat right now. Before we put the tofu in, make sure you dab it dry with a kitchen towel so that it won't splatter that much. After this is done, we'll just slide this in. We'll not move them. We'll brown them on one side first before we turn them around. You can shake your pan a little bit. For this, it's so much easier if you use a non-stick pan. Now, of course, if you want to brown them a lot faster, you can deep fry them. But I'm taking into consideration of us home cook where we don't want to clean the kitchen up too much, so I'm just pan frying them. I've been cooking them for about a minute now. We'll just gently turn one over to see whether it has browned. Very gently. Not yet, right? We need it to be a very nice, beautiful brown, so we'll just flip it back again and just move them around. I'll show you how they look like in a while. I've been cooking them for another minute or so. Now we'll just give this a check. Very gently. This is the color that we want, so we'll just turn everything over. If the pan is too hot, please reduce the heat down. Once you flip them over, we'll turn the heat back to medium and let them fry for another 2 minutes or so. Spread them out a little bit. Because we are just pan frying the tofu, the sides will not be brown, but it's fine because we actually already help to dehydrate the tofu a little bit so that it will also absorb the sauce very nicely. Now if you can't get egg tofu, you can use normal silky tofu. Of course, there will be a little bit difference in the taste. You will not have the fragrance from the egg, but it's okay too, it will still be good. Continue to fry them until the other side is brown and then we'll remove them from the pan and I'll show you the next step. Once you have removed the tofu, using the same pan, using medium heat, we'll prepare the sauce. First, we'll add in 3 cloves of garlic chopped. Stir fry them a little until they are fragrant. Once you can start to smell the beautiful fragrance coming out from the garlic, we'll add in our diced tomatoes. Put everything in. Fry them for a while until the liquid is out. We need to bring out the sweetness of the tomatoes. This step will take a few minutes. We need to cook them until they are soft, right? If you feel that they are hard, just cook them for a little while more. Slowly just move them around. I'll show you how they look like in a while. Now that the tomatoes are soft, we'll add in the ketchup. 2 tablespoons of ketchup. Mix them up well first. Now we add in a tablespoon of light soy sauce. You can see immediately that the color is so beautiful. Now we add in 120 milliliters of water. Mix them up. Let them come together. Add in 1 teaspoon of sugar. Before we add in salt, we'll taste this first. Just mix them up well first. Very nice. But we need a little bit of salt. Add in about half a teaspoon of salt. Mix them up. Now we add in our tofu. Put everything in. Spread them out a little bit. Add in also 200 grams of enoki mushrooms. You can use shimeji mushroom or any other mushroom that you like. Just spread them on top. I'm also adding in 160 grams of peeled prawns, deveined too. Slide it in. Spread them out a little bit. We'll put the lid on and let them steam and cook for 3 minutes. I'll see you back in a while. 3 minutes is up. Let's have a look. Wow, look at how beautiful this is. Give this a light stir. Now we're adding 1 beaten egg. Just spread them across like this. Turn off the heat. And finally, we'll sprinkle some chopped up spring onions. And now it's time for our lunch. And now the dish is done, let's have a taste. Wow, this smells absolutely fantastic. Let's give this a taste. A little bit of enoki mushroom with the tofu. The texture is spot on. The crunchiness of the enoki mushrooms, the fragrance from the egg tofu, the beautiful sauce. This is definitely a crowd pleaser. I'm sure your kids will love it. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you like our video. Do click like on our video and do subscribe to our channel. And now it's your turn to cook. See you. Bye bye. Wow, with rice this is fantastic. I think I can cook some instant noodle and then pound this on top.